Now here we have a problem which says on a certain sum of money, the difference between the compound interest for a year payable half yearly and the simple interest for a year is rupees 180. Find the sum lent out if the rate of interest in both cases is 10%. So we have 10% rate of interest, simple interest for 1 year and the compound interest for 1 year payable half yearly. That means the interest is compounded half yearly. That means that we have two conversion periods in 1 year. So if we have two conversion periods in 1 year and the compound interest for 1 year, the difference between the compound interest for 1 year and the simple interest for 1 year is rupees 180, and we have to find out the sum or the principal. So if we can write down the compound interest and the simple interest in the terms of principal and we subtract them both and we equate them with 180, we can find out the principal. How do we do that? First of all, we say that let the principal equal to x. So from here we have the interest for first year, the simple interest for first year, I must say, is equal to principal into rate into time upon 100. Am I right? Principal we have x, rate we have 10% time 1 year upon 100. This gives it out to be equal to x upon 10. So this is the simple interest for the first year. Now if we have the compound interest for the first year, the interest compounded half yearly. So we have two conversion periods in 1 year. Am I right? So what is the formula? The formula is compound interest is equal to P into 1 plus R upon 100 raised to power n minus principal. Am I right? Principal into 1 plus R by 100 raised to power n. This is the amount minus the principal. This will give us the compound interest. So we have a formula which says P into 1 plus R by 100 raised to power n minus 1. So this is the formula for compound interest. We know the principal, that is x. The rate of interest per annum is 10%. So what will be the rate of interest half yearly? It will be 10 divided by the number of conversion periods in 1 year, that is equal to 2. So we have rate of interest as 5%. So rate of interest for 1/2 year is equal to rate of interest per annum divided by the number of conversion periods in 1 year, that is equal to 10 divided by 2, that is equal to 5%. So if the rate of interest per year, for 1/2 year is 5%, what is n? N is the number of conversion periods. So we have total time equal to 1 year, and 1 year has 2 conversion periods. So n is equal to the number of conversion periods, which is equal to 2. So n is equal to 2, R is equal to 5, we have principal equal to x. So we equate all these in this equation. What do we get? We have x into 1 plus 5 upon 100 raised to power 2 minus 1. Now this further gives us x into 21 by 20 into 21 by 20 minus 1. This is again equal to x into 441 upon 400 minus 1, which is equal to 41x upon 400. So this is the compound interest if the interest is compounded half yearly, and this is the simple interest. So according to the question, we have the compound interest taken half yearly minus the simple interest equal to 180 rupees. So what do we do now? We have 41x upon 400 minus x upon 10 equal to 180. So from here we get 41x minus 40x upon 400, that is equal to x upon 400 is equal to 180, and from here we get x equal to rupees 72,000. So if the sum is equal to 72,000 rupees, the difference between the compound interest compounded half yearly minus the simple interest taken at a rate of 10% is equal to rupees 180.